Welcome back, everybody. It is Thursday, March the 7th, 2024, back as promised. Wasn't sure when I was going to be back. I ordered a few more guitars, and they came lickety-split. So here we are. So we're just going to dive right in. The first guitar that we're going to look at today is another mono-price Indio guitar. This is the Indio OS-30. Which is the OS is for offset and the 30 is for, I don't know, who knows what the 30 means, but this is their version that has the two soap bar pickups. They look like P90s, but nobody knows what they are. But they're definitely not humbuckers. And this is the Sunburst version. And I got it for a good price. They were blowing these out. Monoprice has these like Cuckoo for Cocoa Puff sales. They just randomly put stuff up. I want to make a note, not everyone's having the same experience, but there's actually tape on the box. And sometimes when you get a guitar from Monoprice, their guy who does the taping is either on strike or they don't buy him tape. So there's tape actually on the sides and the top and the bottom. That may be a first for Monoprice. I'm going to make a comment before we go fully into this, and that is that my experience with my most recently purchased two Helix guitars, the fret ends on that guitar, both of them, were absolutely abysmal. Absolutely, Monoprice should be embarrassed, especially since they have their little blurb about their California Master Luthier. I know I've gone on and on and on about that, and I promise I won't go on and on and on about it anymore. But I don't know if it was because the Helix were old stock. I know that when I got my OS-30, the front ends were a little sprouty. But the Helix, both of them, have gotten my nickname of the lethal weapon because they were absolutely brutal, like nothing I've ever, in my almost 50 plus years of playing and holding and looking at guitars, nothing has ever even come close to being that bad. Now see, this is actually nice, very reasonable. There's a little roughness, but would not draw blood. The color of the Sunburst is delightful. The wood matching did a fairly good job. I've seen worse matching on maybe not Fender guitars, but certainly Squier guitars. I'm going to be very careful about. So I'm going to put this on hold for a second because who wants to be bored with this noise? Alright, so we've removed the string protection. I like to do it carefully in case I send the guitar back, because if I do send the guitar back, if that's ever necessary, I like to make it as nice as I can to make it easy on the people when they resell it, so I try not to rip things apart. So I just weighed the guitar. It comes in a nice comfortable 7.6 pounds, and it looks really nice. It's a 3-color Sunburst. It goes from the black to the red to the amber. On initial inspection, I see nothing that stands out. It's nice that they do just a slight tint on the finish. The tuners look fairly straight. The bottom one looks a little off, but again, no big deal. So I'm going to go tune it up and play it. My biggest concern always is how the nut is cut. And the other curiosity I have, if you notice, for those who notice such things, that the OS-30 has the output jack that comes out here, and the OS-30 and the 40, they put it up here. And you'd think for mass producing a guitar they would just do them all the same, but apparently there's a method to their madness. Anyways, I will be back in a bit with some further comments. We have a second guitar we need to unbox today. So we're just going to sort of whiz right through this one, just run it through the paces and check it out. So we'll be back. Welcome back again, as is my repetitive nature. It is March the 7th, 2024, and this is a new guitar day, and this is our Indio by Monoprice. This is the OS-30 model. It has the soap bar pickups. I don't think they're advertised as P90s. I don't know if they're more of a Jazzmaster, a P90, but whatever they are quite sweet and full of delicious tone. So the quick review on this guitar is we have a 2 thumbs up, has a little bit of fret sprout, but again, after the dual helix experience, this is nothing. This is what you just expect on a guitar that's been sitting in a warehouse. It's the middle of winter. It's dry. Fretboard shrink. This fretboard is sort of mysterious for a couple of reasons. It is so dense, the camera won't pick it up. But they say it's rosewood. I say it's mystery wood. There's absolutely no pores at all. Again, the camera doesn't pick it up. It actually reminds me more of an ebony fretboard because ebony is so dense that there's, yeah. So this is probably some kind of commodulated composite that they generously call rosewood, or who knows, maybe it's rosewood, I don't know. But the appointments on this guitar, again, the intonation is just fine, the nuts cut well, the tuners work good, there's no pinging, there's no up and down, you know, inexpensive. Volume works good, tone works good, output jack is solid, three-way switch works fine, and again, the matching of the wood is very nice. Probably a 3 or 4 piece body, but at least someone was thoughtful about placing the pieces of wood together. I've seen Squires that were not as thoughtful in their placement of wood. This could be a 5 piece, a 6 piece, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it could be a 6 piece body. But anyways, they did a nice job. So overall, very pleased with this guitar. I am actually going to contact Monoprice and thank them and say, see, this is what I mean. Because I've had 3 or 4 of their other guitars and none of them had the abysmal frets that the 2 Helix did, and both of them had it. So who knows? It's wacky. Anyways, we've got another guitar to unbox, so we will be right back.